It's clear the real undisputed champion in social and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
You know, Obama got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last laugh is on you, Bill. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. And worse, we gained 437,000 lousy part-time jobs, mostly minimum wage. No, the last laugh is on you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business and financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
You're going to keep trying to push these banks higher, offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which makes for a perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. A lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes. But now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just .com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. This market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus. You're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Stock it away
for basically the future. You should join philsgang.com and get the best investment education available on the market today. For only $49.95 a month, you'll have complete access to Phil's daily live webinar classes, alerts, educational videos, and much, much more. At philsgang.com, there are no contracts and no hidden fees. Just straightforward, no-nonsense market investment. Only Phil Grande can deliver. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be taken that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
$12 million to create a green job? What are you, nuts? That's what it costs. $12 million for one green job. 2,298 green jobs were created under Obama during his crony capitalism days. That is insane. He promised 5 million new green jobs. 26 billion gone. Join my gang so you know which stocks to buy.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com, or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Why aren't you using the spiders? Why are you paying 63% of the money you saved as a fee? 401k, you are paying in fees 63% of the money that you saved. That is crazy. Why don't you switch to the spiders? Join Gang and do what millions of people do. Use the spiders. 500 best stocks in the world.
Find out more at philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
We don't have a strategy yet. I think what I've seen in some of the news reports suggests folks are getting a little further ahead of where we're at than we currently are. When a finalized plan is presented to me by the Pentagon, then I will share it with the American people. It's not. We don't yet have a complete strategy because it requires commitments on the part of the Iraqis as well. The details of that are not yet worked out.
No, it relies on a commitment from you. And we don't have that commitment from you. You said in August of 2014, just a moment ago, you still didn't have a plan. That was August of 2014. You say you're getting one together. Here we are, heading towards August 2015, a year later, and you still say you don't have a plan. What in the hell's wrong with this guy? He is the chief. He is in charge. He is the top general. Boy, I don't fuzzy, do you, about being safe? This guy doesn't have a plan? How about getting up in the morning and thinking about it? That should be the first part of your plan. But you don't. You get up and thinking about what? What do you think about? First thing he thinks about in the morning, what do you think it is? Golfing. Golfing is the first thing he thinks about. Where could he have an excuse to take the jet? He loves Air Force. He'll find any excuse to fly it somewhere. He's like a kid. He is not serious about running this country. He doesn't like running the country. It's a little too big for him. He thought he could handle it after running one of the neighborhoods in Chicago. You know what's wrong with him? It's over his head. It's way over his head. He doesn't feel comfortable. He hasn't got a comfort level. There's no comfort zone for him. It's too complicated for him. How could you say, have you ever seen the different advertisings on TV about our military? I was watching one the other night with Marla. I said, can you imagine? I mean, it was a beautiful ad, made you so proud. It showed aircraft carriers. Then it showed these submarines, nuclear submarines going down deep, and these different missiles, and incredible equipment. Incredible equipment. What technology we had. This ad was fantastic. It made you proud you could take over the world. And what do we have? We have a bunch of morons over there in the desert running around in Toyota trucks pickup trucks in the back of those things with sandals and 50-year-old AK-47. There's 36,000 of them. That's it. 36,000 of these people. They have no training. My God, you mean when I see these ads on TV with these magnificent Air Force, these aircraft carriers and battleships and cruise ships and SEAL teams and Ranger teams and all kinds of special op teams, we could go in and take those 36,000 dopes out, Rangers, and just a special op team, just the SEALs could take them out. 36,000, that's it. 36,000. 36,000 people died in the Civil War in what I think it was a month. And we can't take him out because he has no fire in the belly. He doesn't care. First of all, he doesn't love this country. He can't wait to get out of the White House. He hates being the president. He loves the perks. He loves the private movie theater that they redone for him 3 different times, where he has still a full-time person sitting there 24 hours a day popping popcorn for the family. 24 hours a day, fresh. Someone sitting here always at his private movie theater. Yeah, believe this? They have a crew at the movie theater in the White House where it's a regular concession stand, and they have a crew in there, swing shifts, that someone's always there popping fresh popcorn in case he or one of the kids want to go down and watch a movie. He loves that. That's what he loves. He loves the perks. But he doesn't love the job. He can't wait to get out and compete with the Clintons. He hates the Clintons so much. His whole thing is to get out. First, his whole thing was to get into office, to show everybody he could beat the Clintons. The Clintons couldn't get a national health care system, but he was going to get one, and he did, which I hope this month the Supreme Court turns around and tells him it's over. It's over. You can't do these exchanges, set up these exchanges in states like Florida, the 36 states who don't want you. You just can't go in. When they say we want to opt out of Obamacare, you just can't go in and spit on them and open up an exchange. That ruling's coming down this month. If that comes down this month, that's the end of Obamacare. And you know what? That's too bad because there's some in Obamacare. There's some good parts. Nobody should be turned down for insurance. Nobody. If you move from one job to the other job, you should be able to take your insurance with you. Nothing worse when you can't take your insurance with you. Precondition, you should be covered. And it would be easy with all this other crap. The worst thing that happened with Obamacare is when he put in the mandate that if you want to get out of insuring your people, the people who work for you, just go under 30 hours a week and you get away with it. That's what killed this economy. Today we have 28 million people who are working part-time who had full-time jobs because the employers decided to make them under 30 hours to get beyond the mandate. How stupid was that? That was the dumbest thing ever. And that's what he did. So hopefully they throw the Supreme Court comes out and says, no, that's it. You can't go to these 36 states and force them to set up exchanges, federal exchanges, to give insurance to people. And by the way, this insurance is ridiculous. You have a $350 policy for these people, and all they have to pay is something like $150. You and I got to pay the rest. What is that? Did you vote for that? Did you raise your hand for that one? That you and I have to pay the difference. So they come to Florida. We told them, get out of here. We don't want you here with your lousy Obamacare. We don't want you setting up an exchange here. So that the poor people in Florida, have to kick in for every person that goes to that exchange $200, so they could have health care. And then what happens is everybody else's insurance, who doesn't go to the exchanges, who buy private insurance or get it through their employer, their insurance goes up 2-3 times because they have to cover the difference. That's ridiculous. So let's hope that thing is gone. But going back to this thing with ISIS, I mean, just think about it. There is no reason ISIS exists. There's no reason. Does anyone believe we can't wipe out 36,000 mad people in the back of these Toyota pickups with 50-year-old AK-47s? These nuts. We can't wipe them out within 3-4 weeks. Then we should be ashamed of ourselves. Then we should take our military budget and cut it by 3/4. Then why are you charging me all this taxes? I don't mind paying taxes if I know it's going to good aircraft carriers, but you can't wipe out these people with AK-47s and camels? What are you, nuts? We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
philgang.com chooses interactivebroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information, and be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's interactivebrokers.com. $12 million to create a green job? What are you, nuts? That's what it costs. $12 million for one green job. 2,290 created under Obama during his crony capitalism days. That is insane. He promised 5 million new green jobs. 26 billion gone. Join my gang so you know which stocks to buy.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Why aren't you using the spiders? Why are you paying 63% of the money you saved as a fee? 401k, you are paying in fees 63% of the money that you saved. That is crazy. Why don't you switch to the spiders? Join my gang, Phil's Gang, and do what millions of people do. Use the spiders. 500 best stocks in the world.
Find out more at philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Obama can't let the stock market go down. You lied about Benghazi. You lied about the AP. You lied about the IRS. You lied. Stop coming out here. What's about is personal responsibility and education. Go to any supermarket, go to any store. My God, they got people that are 90 years old pushing out the carts. The last time I was in a supermarket, man, I put them in the cart. And I wheeled into my car with the groceries. And what have we gotten for stimulus? Trillions of dollars of stimulus. What have we gotten for? $3 trillion directly into the stock market. Lied to everybody, said we're doing that's a great job. Pelosi tells you, go home. You're job locked. I don't blame he's taking a vacation, but stay home and rent some videos. So I care about your financial stability and making money in the stock market. For the best in business news, social, and financial talk, join me, Phil Grande at Phil's Gang Show, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. Listen live at philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Chart.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I'm going to have a special guest today. There are heroes today. There sure are. And on the our third segment, we're going to have Reverend Jarvis, and he is from Connecticut. Maybe you saw him today on I think it was Fox this morning. And Pastor Jarvis went after our friend Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton went to speak, and there was an engagement in Connecticut where everybody was getting together to talk about peace. And he shows up and he wants money, and he starts talking about donating to his organization. It's it owes the state and the federal government about almost $5 million in back taxes. He wasn't invited there to start talking. This was an anti-violence rally, and he shows up to start asking money for his organization. Are you kidding me? They asked, so Reverend Jarvis, he really he went after him. He went after him. So we'll talk to him about that when he comes on at the next segment. Unbelievable. But let's go back to this thing with Obama, with ISIS. How embarrassing. A year has gone by this August and no strategy. Here's what Krauthammer had to say.
Look, he's got a strategy, and his strategy is just make it through to January 2017 and turn it over to the next president.
There you go.
He hasn't had a strategy on Iraq since the day he came into office. He had one objective. The campaign promise, remember what he said, I'm here to end wars and not to start them. And he thinks that you can unilaterally declare an end to the war when other guys want to wage war against us. And the collapse of Iraq as a fighting force occurred as a result of his total withdrawal. This was not always the case. Surge, we allies who fought with us and expelled Al-Qaeda from Iraq, the predecessor to ISIS, expelled and humiliated them. But the minute we left, it fell apart. He left no residual force behind. Obama is admitting that there is nothing here. He says that the Pentagon has not completed its plans. We know that is farcical. The Pentagon is saying anonymously to Fox News, officials are saying that of course they have a plan. What in God's name is he talking about? But this is vintage Obama. You never take the blame. You never admit.
That's right. And he wants, as I say, he can't wait to get out of the White House, get on the road, start doing speeches. He sees all the money the Clintons are making. He's so jealous. He is so jealous of the money they're making. He can't wait to get out there. So he's not going to focus on ISIS. He's not going to focus on Obama. He's not going to focus on anything. It's over. He figures, hey, I'm done with this. I'm just going to golf, fly around in my jet, enjoy the time I have left, and then let the next guy worry about it. We can't let the next guy worry about it. We got to be on top of this now, right now. It's just like the stock markets. There's nobody. See, I want a president like Reagan who would get everybody together in a room and solve the problems. Like, this country is going through a terrible problem with jobs, terrible problem with corporations. These record profits that we keep hearing on CNBC are fake, are false. They're not cracked up. They're not as good as they're supposed to be. They're all phony. They keep adjusting these profits, and they keep coming up with these net incomes that are just fake. They've been adjusted profits for net income has been adjusted to get there by $583 billion. That's right. They put in a fake $583 billion to push these net profits up at these companies. You see, you got Wall Street falling apart. We got our problems over in Europe. We got problems with ISIS. You got to bring people together. Reagan would bring everybody into his Oval Office. Let's fix this today. Let's fix this today. That's what you need. You need a leader, and let's take one problem at a time. Let's start with ISIS. Organize it. Get everybody in the room. The generals. These guys. Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? Let's put a plan together. Nobody leaves the room until we put a plan together. Let's do it over the next 24 hours. They can have a plan ready. Matter of fact, there is a plan in place. There is a plan in place. Don't let them mislead you to say there's no plan in place. There is a plan in place. Obama doesn't want to use it. We need to put a plan in place for our economy, for our jobs. It is a joke. I mean, how can you have a country that's growing 1.9% a year with the kind of money we are spending? It is a total joke. Corporate earnings are just, yeah, sure, they're at historic levels, but for the wrong reasons. Because we have historic low wages. Earnings aren't coming from top-line sales because people don't have the money to go spend. They don't have that money. Most of that money is now going to Obamacare. When the evidence came in that retail sales have dropped so dramatically, we've never seen anything like it, the lowest in like 9 years, people aren't spending. They're only spending what they have to spend because they don't have any money left. You saw the report the other day. Was it 75% of Americans, if they were asked to put together $400 for an emergency, they couldn't do it? This is crazy. How should we be in this kind of a situation? We should not be in this kind of a situation where 75% of working Americans can't put up $400 for emergency money within an hour, whatever it was. How situation where these student loans are absolutely killing these kids. They can't get jobs. And what is it with our Congress that they don't get? It's not the interest. They always talk about fixing the rate of interest, lowering your interest. It's not the interest you have to fix. Forget the interest. It's the amount of money you have to spend, the principal, to go get an education. Because why? Because what we're doing is we keep on expanding the size of the loans they can get, and the colleges keep expanding, and they keep charging more. See, nobody will fix that either. We got nobody fixing anything. We'll be back, and I'll show you how to fix the market so we can get some good value from the market.
Want more information on this show? Go to or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil. I now have become a consistent, profitable trader.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and with you and your staff.
This year, I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you.
Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil. I now have become a consistent, profitable trader.
About a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and your staff.
This year, I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you.
Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264.
If you want to generate extra income or basically secure your financial future, you should join philsgang.com and get the best investment education available on the market today. For only $49.95 a month, you'll have complete access to Phil's daily live webinar classes, alerts, educational videos, and much, much more. At philsgang.com, there are no contracts and no hidden fees, just straightforward, no-nonsense market investment knowledge that only Phil Grande can deliver. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel on YouTube.com.
They were holding a Stop the Violence rally in Hartford, Connecticut, and I guess his invite was supposed to bring some attention to the city of Hartford. But once the rally and the march was ended, there was a gathering at Shiloh Baptist Church, and there was a offering or a demand for money. And I thought that was hypocritical and contradictory to the cause. How are you going to ask a crime-riddled neighborhood that's impoverished for $100 each donation and without cause. They didn't say what the money was going to be used for. And so I thought it was pimpism at its best.
And that's Pastor Jarvis. And Pastor Jarvis, he's a hero as far as I'm concerned. He's my hero. I mean, he took on Al Sharpton. Now, Pastor Jarvis of Christ the Cornerstone Praise and Western Tabernacle, okay, it says that he shouted at Sharpton as he strode down the center aisle of the crowded church, "How dare people of Hartford to give you their money." Boy, that is refreshing. Somebody found Al Sharpton. How dare you ask for money? Everybody just invites him everywhere. I don't get it. But we're going to ask the pastor. And here's Pastor Jarvis right now. Thank you for coming on Phil's Gang. This is an honor.
Hello?
Pastor.
Yes,
good afternoon.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. This is an honor. I saw you this morning, and I said, well, here is a great man. I mean, this is terrific. Let's back up a little bit. How did Al Sharpton invited, or that to your listeners, what this was about and what the rally is about and how Sharpton got there?
Well, not just in Hartford and Connecticut, but all across the country, and especially in the urban communities, we've seen a spike in violence, spike in murders, spike in murders by gunfire. And so they wanted to hold a march, which I think is futile. That's not going to solve the problem. And I guess some of the clergy, there's some new dynamic in the town, thought it would be a good idea to bring some attention to this. And I guess they thought that Al Sharpton was the person to do that. And there was no disclosure as to, at the end of this rally, we're going to require all of you who marched or participated or are in this house to donate $100. And nobody said for what. Some people speculated it was for Mr. Sharpton's Action Network. It was left up in the air. It was left to speculation. But the bigger issue is that, the problem with the neighborhood being crime riddled and full of poverty is the lack of jobs and the lack of teaching and training in economics as it pertains to the school system, parenting, and the church at large. And so I think it's a great platform. They've actually, God says he takes something back and makes it good. This has actually created a great platform for us to begin to talk about as clergymen. How do we raise up husbands and fathers? How do we teach them how to repair their credit or to buy a home, to open up a business? And now that I've been talking to you, what it is to invest in the stock market. And those are the things that should be implemented into these communities. We don't need another march, another fish fry, bake sale, car wash. That's not going to solve the problem. And to top it all off, turn around and ask those same people for money when you're pretty well off, I just thought was asinine and hypocritical. And I couldn't just stand by and let it happen. It could have been anybody, It just so happens it was Al Sharpton.
So, were you one of the pastors invited to this gathering?
Well, I belong to a local TV network run by Dan McCauley called AccessTV.org. And
okay.
we were asked to cover the march. And originally we weren't going to do it because that's not what we're about.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
It's just hoopla for us.
Gotcha.
And so we hemmed and hawed about it and we decided to go. And after what we saw at the parade, when I tried to interview, was kind of brushed away by security, and we just said, this is just a pony show, and so we left.
Right.
And then after dropping my executive producer off, moved by the Holy Spirit, it was like, just go back to the church and, at least be supportive. And so when I walked into the church, it was dead silent, and I could hear people murmuring on the left to the right to me as he was asking for this money. Him and Pastor Boise Kemper, the president of the Connecticut Baptist Convention. And so they were afraid to say something because they're afraid of these guys. These guys have power. They can hurt you politically, socially. But, it's like when we stop being afraid and truly believe in God, we'll stand up to the giant, to the Goliath of the world and become David and say, no, not anymore. And so that's where I was at. I was like, you're not going to do this here. You're not going to, come from out of town and pin people. It's just not going to happen.
And I have so much respect for you in saying that and doing that. And you know what? I would love to sit here for the next few minutes and talk about Al Sharpton, but we're not going to get there. And I don't want this to be about Al Sharpton. We all know who Al Sharpton is. Let's talk about you and what you're trying to do, because I think what you're doing is great. We have a unemployment rate that is twice that of the whites as far as the blacks. I think that is ridiculous. And how do you feel about the president as to what he has done to try to help bring that unemployment rate down as far as the blacks, and as far as going into these communities and get money into these communities so we can get manufacturing, we can get jobs? I'll let you answer that.
Well, it's not a one layer issue. There's many layers to this as far as solution goes. But for me, the beginning of the solution or antidote for the issue has to be in. If you take a look at most of the urban communities and most of the black communities across the United States, most of the goods and services that flow through the community are not owned or handled by black people. We just buy them. You have Chinese people selling hair, dry cleaning. We have foreigners selling us gas. I mean, everything that moves through our community is not sold by us, but it's purchased by us. And so we, from amongst ourselves, need to learn to do business with one another. If you go to, in Hartford, Connecticut, if you go to Park Street, more than likely you're going to be receiving some service or some good from somebody who's Latino because they support their community. And so this begins at home, and it also begins in the church. You know, our men are not necessarily educated in the field, and that's what needs to happen. And as far as what Sharpton or our leaders have done, I think their heart is in the right place, but their approach is wrong. You know, you can't keep putting money at something, and getting the same, doing the same, expecting different results. It's just not going to happen.
And it's really got to start. It starts at the church. You're absolutely right, but it also has to start with the schools to educate these kids. There's too many of these young girls that are having children outside of they're not married, out of wedlock. I mean, but I'm just disappointed that every year that I do this radio show, stats, and the stats always seem to be the same, and it doesn't seem like, I don't care what president is, they're not going in and targeting the problem and doing something about the problem. It just keeps here the same problem.
Well, you mentioned a very key point: education, information, knowledge, and wisdom. Knowledge is the information of, wisdom is the act of.
Right.
You're absolutely right. On the high school level, home economics needs to be really emphasized and brought back into the picture. I'm 49, and when I went to high school, home economics was a required course.
Exactly.
How to balance the checkbook. Yeah, how to budget your money. This is not being taught. Instead, we have kids going to college being offered credit cards without jobs, and they end up graduating college with these enormous amounts of student loans.
Reverend, Reverend, we're going to have to take a hard break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, it is 43 past the hour, and we'll be right back with Reverend Jarvis.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like, to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com. Obama can't let the stock market go down. You lied about Benghazi. You lied about the AP. You lied about the IRS. You lied. Stop coming out here as a salesman. What's about is personal responsibility and education. Go to any supermarket, go to any store. My God, they got people that are 90 years old pushing out the carts. The last time I was in a supermarket, I took the old man, I put him in the cart. And I wheeled him to my car with the groceries. And what have we gotten for stimulus? Trillions of dollars of stimulus. What have we gotten for? $3 trillion directly into the stock market. Lied to everybody, said we're doing that's a great job. Pelosi tells you, go home. You're job locked. I don't blame him. He's taking a vacation, but stay home and rent some videos. So I care about your financial stability and making money in the stock market. For the best in business news, social, join me, Phil Grande at Phil's Gang Show, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. Listen live at philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. We're talking with Pastor Jarvis. And Pastor, I want to get you back and to do this right, get a good 2 solid segments with you because you deserve it. And you got to get the word out. And, you know, it was interesting, Latino, whatever, Germany, very interesting. Germany, they start their kids like the 3rd grade. And the first thing they do is they teach them everything. You know, you can write a letter, how to balance your checkbook. I don't care if you're black, white, or whatever. Most kids come out and they can't write a letter. They don't know how to answer a phone politely. They can't count change. They can't. I mean, it's amazing those kind of skills there and that needed. And then secondly, is we got to get these kids educated so they don't get pregnant and understand what they're going to be facing. I just don't think there's enough education to tell these young girls, like, you know what's going to happen. It's hard out there.
Well, in the educational system, like I said, this is in layers. You know, I can only speak for what I've experienced. And here in the city of Hartford, Connecticut, the black community don't look like the community. And so there's this gap of, well, you don't understand where I live. or where I'm coming from. So we need more African American teachers.
Why is that? Why is that? Why aren't there enough? Why is that?
You could say racism. You could say politics. I mean,
Really?
it's a host of reasons. As to why is not the issue. It just needs to be addressed.
Okay.
And we need to promote more African Americans, becoming teachers and getting their teacher's degree. Another level, I was thinking about this when I was off the air. I would like to, as many churches that will partner with me, partner with you in your program, in terms of learning about the stock market. That's one way of addressing the interest. The Bible says money answereth all things. And so that I hope that's something that you can consider.
Yeah, and I think business, how to start a business, how to get money for a business. I think that is very important, and because small businesses is the real energy behind this country. That's where you get the real jobs from. The jobs don't come from GE, as you know; they come from small businesses. And you're in the communities like yours. That's what they need. They got to get to work. And I don't think it's that hard.
Here's a perfect example. I want to implement in my church where if you've been there faithfully for a year or 2 years and you've been tithing, you should be able to come to the church and say, hey, listen, I want to start a business or I want to buy a home. And we help you with that. We have classes for that. We help you with the down payment. We help you with the closing costs. We have a legal team in place. And when you begin to empower your members, you won't have to beat people up for tithes or pimp them, and you won't have to go out and do all these crazy things to get people to come to church. They'll want to come to church because you're empowering them in their life and in their economic stability. And implementing a program like yours in the church where you're teaching them how to develop a stock portfolio in retirement, I think it's just awesome.
Okay, well, I tell you, we let's get together on that. I'd be more than happy to help you in any way I can, because I think is needed, and there's no question about it. And especially retirement is the biggest problem. I don't care if you're black, white, or whatever you are. Retirement is the biggest crisis we are having, and nobody's addressing that. Let's get you. We'll talk after the show, and I'll do whatever I can to help you. But I think what you're doing is terrific, and what a fresh breath. I mean, it's just so terrific because I'm so sick of seeing these Sharptons and the rest of these people that they do the same thing. Oh, terrible. I mean, all they do is want to march and scream and yell, and then they leave to the next city and get more money. They're not getting anything accomplished. A breath of fresh air is what you're doing. What you are doing is a breath of fresh air. That's what we want, and I'll be more than happy to help you. So we'll get you back on the air. I'll call you after the show and see whatever I can do to help.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Okay, that's my pleasure. Believe me. There you have it. Okay, well, I'm gonna see if we can help him because he deserves the help and get the message out, and we'll do whatever we can. Talking about investing, I tell you, I would love to sit there with his church and the young kids and just show them, how you could start a small business. And most people don't know how to start a small business. I mean, that's all I've done my whole life. And I don't ever talk about it that much. I don't brag about it. I was named Entrepreneur of the Year in the United States for small businesses. I was on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row for one of the 500 fastest growing private companies. And that's what these communities need. And I don't care if it's white, black, even in Sarasota here where I live. You try to start a small business in this community. Almost impossible. To go and get a sign permit, for God's sakes. You're going in front of the Gestapo. It's incredible to get a sign permit. You'll have to go to 15 meetings to get a sign permit. And every one of these people who sit on the board, the planning board who approves this, none of them own a business. And their job is to make it difficult for you. I mean, and it's amazing. They'll sit there. Well, I think the color should be purple. I think this is too big. We should study this. This guy wants a sign that says open from 7 to 8 o'clock in the evening, 7 days a week. What they put him through is incredible, and it's so stupid. So, and it has nothing to do with black, Hispanic. It's just stupid people. They hate businesses, I guess. But that's what these communities need. What you need, okay, is what I talk about every day, and I can't get across to people. You know, this 401k, I keep it's ridiculous. There's no way you should be retiring. You look and see you got $400,000. You think that's my $400,000. You worked your whole life, and they take 63% of it in fees. And you think you needed this person to help you get up to the 400,000. He does nothing for you. She does nothing for you. But people don't understand it. People really believe that they're doing something to get it up to 400,000. They do nothing for you except charge you. They're not professionals, these people. And the people who actually manage the account, he's a loser. He is a loser. Because good, intelligent people, money managers, they're not going to sit there and manage a 401k mutual fund. Are you kidding? That's like watching paint dry. If you haven't, you go make money on your own. You know, it's amazing to me. I sit here every day and I promote every day. I go, why don't you buy the spiders? So you go and buy if you went and bought the spiders when it was $212, just bought one share of that. $212, 1, 2, 3, 4 days when it turned red on the PT2 because it's you make money when it goes down. You should make as much money. Matter of fact, you make money even faster when the market goes down because the market goes down 5 times, 10 times faster than it goes up. You have the technology now that tells you institutions are going to pull out of the S&P 500. You have the 500. You have a basket of the 500 best stocks, and you know what it's all about? The fee. The fees. You're not paying 2%, which ends up with 63% of your money. You're not paying anything close to that. You're paying 0.18 of 1%, 0.18%. You don't need anybody to be managing this thing for you. You don't. What are they going to manage for you? You got a basket. You got low fees. All you need is the technology in front of you so that you know, hey, I'm buying. It turned green. Now it turns red. I'm up 15%. It's turning red. I got a choice. I can take my money out because it turns red, or I can turn around, stay in my position, and as the market goes, you're making more money. And it's a simple chart. It even talks to you. My voice comes on and says sell, or my voice comes on and says buy. It's not a joke. It's a real technology. It works. T2 and is the alternative. This was the alternative in 1998 to get rid of the crooked 401k, which was a tax code, and they stuck in a mutual fund to call it a 401k mutual fund. Retirement. It's not a retirement fund. They're retiring your money to the guy that's running this thing. They're stealing your money. $250 billion a day from you, this industry, by trading the stocks inside your mutual fund every day. Are you nuts? Join my gang tonight and become a member of the gang. You don't have to buy the chart right away or lease it right away. Just use mine. Just watch mine, and I'll tell you when it's red. I'll tell you when it's green. Just try it. That's all. I'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.